My name is Grant Friedman, and this is the Introduction to Photoshop CS6 series on PSD Tuts. Today I'm going to show you how you can use Photoshop CS6 to help you work with strokes a bit better. In the past, to apply a stroke to a shape in Photoshop, you would have to do that using a layer style. So I'm going to go in here to the Layers panel here, and I'm just going to enable a style that I've already created. As you can see, I've added a stroke to this shape here, but it's applied this strange rounded corner to this shape. And when you create a rectangular shape in Photoshop and then apply a stroke to it, you don't always expect or want there to be a rounded corner onto this object. In fact, it looks quite bad. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to go into the layer style dialog box here. I'm going to go into the stroke here. And there are ways that you could get rid of this in the past. For instance, you could apply the stroke to the inside, and that would give you that sharp corner that you were looking for. But that's really not quite what we wanted anyway. So I'm going to go in here, I'm going to cancel this, and I'm going to show you how you can apply a true stroke to a shape in Photoshop. So we're just going to go ahead and disable this layer style here, and I'm going to get rid of the layer panel. So while I've got this path selected here, I'm going to go into click on the rectangle tool here. And now you can see there are several new options available to me. And I'm going to go ahead here and I'm just going to click on this stroke type, the set stroke type box here. And I am going to just give it a black stroke. Now I'm going to increase the stroke size here. And as you can see, I've got this really nice sharp edge onto my stroke. And that's what I wanted to begin with. Now you can also make some other changes as well. For instance, you can click on this box here and it will give you some new options. So you could align the stroke to the middle of the path, or you could align it to the outside of the path. You could also change the cap options and the corners. So for instance, if you wanted that round corner back, well, there you go. If you wanted sort of more of a beveled look, you could do that as well. In addition, you have some more options here. So you could create a dashed line if you wanted to. So you can go in here and just check this dashed line box here, and you can set the dash to whatever size you want. So for instance, you wanted the dash to be 6. Go ahead and do that. You could make it the gap to be 1, and you could even go in further and add more dashes and gaps as well. We're not gonna do that though. So we're gonna go ahead and cancel out of that. We're just gonna set this back to the way we wanted it. So that's one thing that you could do with strokes in Photoshop CS6. You could also apply those strokes to a text as well. So I've got some text here that I've created, and I am going to open up my layers panel. You can see I've got my text already selected. I'm going to right click on this and say convert to shape. So now that I've got my shape here selected, I'm going to open up my, select my shape tool again, and then I'm going to apply a stroke to it. And you know, with text, you know, it always looks kind of funny when you first start to apply a stroke to it. And as you can see, the stroke has completely covered my text. So I'm just going to go in here and I'm going to align it to the outside, and you can get a much better look here. I hope you enjoyed this quick introduction to the new stroke and path features available in Photoshop CS6. These are some features that I really enjoy, and I think that you guys will too. Thanks a lot, and see you in the next video.